I'm Private Investigator Wendy Winkworth, the Dickless Dick. One late September afternoon in 1951, I was sitting in a high school classroom chatting with a former teacher of mine when a tall, well-built man burst through the door and aimed his fist straight at me. The man glanced off 2 student desks in his haste to get to me. I was almost on my feet when he thrust a scrap of paper in front of my nose. "Did you leave this?" he demanded. I sank back down. Surely not. Miss Bubbles Baumgartner, thick glasses quivering, rose from her swivel chair. "George, what in the world?" Bubbles wasn't her real name. 14 years ago in Lead Hill, Arkansas, our 6th grade class had dubbed her Bubbles for her habit of reaching under her blouse and tugging on a brassiere strap. Irrefutable proof, we decided, of a past as a bubble dancer. She didn't look much like Gypsy Rose Lee now. The big guy stepped back, and I saw fear in his eyes rather than anger. I crossed my legs and smoothed my slim-line skirt. "What's the deal with you?" He scowled at Bubbles. "Who is this woman? Now you ask." She shook her head in amazement. "This is Wendy Winkworth, a former student of mine from Arkansas. Wendy, meet George Fullerton, the biology teacher. Please forgive him. The school lunch must not have agreed with him." "Was the peanut butter spread on cardboard?" I wisecracked. Fullerton yanked at his collar. His complexion was stewing like a tomato. Middle-aged and tousled hair, he had deep worry lines running between nose and mouth. He wore a navy blue suit, shiny with wear, a white shirt with a pin sticking out of a pocket, a crooked bow tie, and dark-rimmed eyeglasses. Typical academic. Waggling the paper, he blurted, "This note was on my desk when I returned from lunch. She's a stranger, so naturally I thought she'd left it." "Where's the logic in that?" Bubbles retorted. "Well," he hesitated, "she's out of place like the note, so she must have brought it in." A corner of Bubbles' mouth rose disdainfully. "What's in the note, George? Is it dirty?" George Fullerton shuddered. Whatever it contained, he could not speak of it. Slipping 2 fingers under her blouse, Bubbles pondered the bra strap and the problem. 20 minutes ago, I saw Paul Rump in the hall. I called to him, but naturally, he ignored me and went clod-hopping down the steps." She turned to me. "Paul's an older boy, in his first year of junior college." Bubbles had already explained that the Bern, Illinois High School and its small junior college were housed in separate sections of the same building. "Paul had to repeat his senior year. After he graduated, he took a year off to work for his father. Now he's back and thinks he's the toughest guy around. He's on suspension. He shouldn't even be on school property, much less in the high school area. I'll bet Paul left the note, George, particularly if it's vulgar. It doesn't actually threaten you, does it?" "Only the rest of my life." She made a face. "Are you being overdramatic? If it's that serious, Wendy here is a private detective. You can hire her to bring the culprit to justice." Bubbles giggled. And there you have it. What happened later was all Bubbles' fault. George Fullerton's large torso leaned toward me. "A private detective, huh? Then she must have paid you to leave this." Non sequiturs accumulating, I fought back with the weaponry of the English classroom. Grammar. "And who is this she of whom you are speaking?" I saw my old teacher roll her eyes, and I knew I had lost the battle of the who-whums. With an exasperated breath, George Fullerton bolted from the room. As the sound of his footsteps diminished, I thought that was the last I'd hear of him. Boy, was I wrong.